All right, your narrator just finished watching Obama's speech and everything about to see if there was anything. Well, we're trying to be helpful, so we're trying to be helpful. It's when the president said that thing a long time back about he said like he can't do he can't do a Jedi mind trick and like get the he was with the Congress at the time. But I mean, right? It's interesting hearing someone I've seen it before. His frustration, like this is like an intelligent person, like trying, but like not even. You see the frustration of like it's not it's right like what one smart guy, but unfortunately like the whole something's wrong deeply like with the country and with the representatives and with the whole thing. It's like and you always sense that. He just is like what be if there's something badly wrong with the way people think in the country and the kind of representatives we have. But you can hear the way the way the media before they do like a little commentary and stuff. I mean, like if you listen to how they're analyzing our sort of political analysts are talking. I mean, like I said, watch British Parliament sometime and like feel the shame and knowing something wrong in our country. They talked about it. Well, what's going on with the Congress is like a game of ping pong. Someone said, "Well, see, it's like it's kind of like a game of poker, and and all these like Vegas metaphors of what's going on." Then we got into the thing, well, it's going to be a battle. So looking at those metaphors, I mean, it's like the way they're talking about it. But what they're doing is, then we get into deal making. See, it's not, but it's the fact that they talk like that. Cut a deal and win, and it's a battle, and it's like a game of poker. I mean, this is not how they talk in the other industrialized countries about what's taking place in their parliament and about things that affect people. You know what was real interesting, actually, to the extent that your narrator. See, I don't really usually like say anything. I didn't have it, like I said, I didn't have a TV before we got involved in doing this. He just in the early part of the speech, Obama wanted to say like the progress we've made with the new leader of Iran, like leaders from the European Union and China, and he are like speaking with as the first sort of like open discussion with an Iranian leader since '79, and like it looks very it really looks like there's hope for diplomacy, and for them to have a peaceful nuclear energy development while respecting the international laws and such. I mean, in fact, it's like When I'm sure when he goes up, I wonder if when the president's like talking to. I mean that's diplomatic. We're having diplomatic relations like that with all the other countries and Iran. Meanwhile, at home, it's like we'll cut a deal and it's a battle and like people's got their poker face on it's over healthcare. It's over healthcare. I don't know if it's the mentality of the people, the mentality of the representatives. By the way, it certainly isn't a Republican Democrat thing. I mean, it's the whole thing. It's how our entire. I mean, it's just how something's wrong with people's minds in our country. The worst mistake I think people made. It's right now. This sort of it's the whole. It's the type of representatives we have. I've said before in the videos about like the type of, but people don't know because the sector I come from, like, right, a lot of my, I've had friends whose parents, ran for Congress or something or were in the Congress. The type of personalities, they really are like distorted personalities who aren't like thinkers and stuff. They're like, they want to be a politician. They made money in like another business, or they're like a lawyer who has connections. They really are a type of person that's not really the kind of people I think that occupy the parliaments in like other industrialized countries. I really don't think so. And you can tell it's not like that by the fact that they're talking about like deal making and everything when the issue is like, Oh, by the way, it's interesting that Obama talked about the damage that's already happening to the economy because of the threat of a government shutdown, and that if that does happen, it's not just that, like, the soldiers won't get their paychecks and stuff, but that it would really, really harm the economy. So they're threatening to harm the economy unless they repeal the health bill. But who's responding to this? they do represent someone. I mean, you know, a huge part of the country doesn't think it's. Something's got to change, but I don't know that the videos of people like me like can address something like this, because that's why I didn't watch TV, you know, in the first place. This isn't going well. I don't know what to say. I'd like to comment, since you get people watching these channels, but I mean, you know, you don't understand. I don't know what to say. Looks like my computer is having a problem. I don't really want to, like, you know, I don't know how to help with something like this when our videos is like, maybe I'm not being helpful. I really don't know what to say about something like that, but since the president was speaking, you get people watching these channels, I thought they'd, like, say something.